This is actually a full trial, and we will see Prince Harry in court, in the witness box, which is unprecedented in modern times.
It is in modern times. The last time a senior royal gave evidence at a trial was back in the 18th century, apparently. But it is, and we kind of run out of moments where we say this is extraordinarily unprecedented. I mean, the whole thing is beyond incomprehensible, given the attitude of the royal family, which is really never to take action to protect themselves in the courts for years and years and years.
The Mirror is saying part of their defence is that a lot of these allegations are out of time. In other words, they happened, perhaps 25, 30 years ago, so the statute of limitation comes into effect. Is that an argument that will be effective for them?
Well, this is a quite difficult issue for the judge to decide. So the basic principle is this. To bring a phone hacking claim, you have to bring it in within 6 years of the action that you say is the wrongful action. However, the Limitation Act gives an exception where, firstly, the activity has been concealed, which obviously it has in the case of phone hacking. And secondly, where the prospective claimant either didn't know that the phone hacking in this case took place, or could not have with reasonable diligence discovered that the phone hacking had taken place. So the issue before the judge is, first of all, did Prince Harry, to take him as an example, did he know that phone hacking took place less than 6 years ago? And if he didn't know, should he, with reasonable diligence, or his legal team with reasonable diligence, have discovered it? So in this situation, the newspaper is in the absurd position of saying, we denied it, we denied it, we denied it. But, of course, no one should have believed us when we denied it. So it's the peculiar position to take.
Isn't it? So Harry will probably argue, well, I couldn't take action because of my position within the royal family. But
I think in his book, Jonathan, Spare, he talks about he was aware of phone hacking in 2010. Well, that's 13 years ago. Why didn't he do something about it then?
Well, look, these are exactly the arguments which are being played out, and they were played out very much. They've been played out before in other claims that he's bringing, and more recently against News International, the Sun titles. And of course, the other factor is that for a long time he was in Afghanistan, so he can't be expected to sort of follow the news in those circumstances. But it's one thing to know that generally phone hacking took place, which we learned when Mr. Goodman was sent to jail. It's another thing to know that this particular newspaper actually hacked his phone. So it's got to be a bit more granular than that.